How to build a content calendar in under 10 minutes plus a free template. Hey guys, you're wanting to do a content calendar, and you should want to do a content calendar, and that's why you're watching this video. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to do it. It's going to be a lot simpler than you think. And I'm also going to provide you with a link for a free content calendar download template, so you'll have that too. I remember when I first tried to get stuff organized and I heard about this thing called Microsoft Excel. I actually took a course at a local high school at the time on how to use Excel, but it was overwhelming. I opened it up and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be really tough, and it wasn't. And now I know Excel, and that's the template I'm going to give you too. But I want to walk you through all the steps first. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that subscribe button below, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget all bell notifications, turn on all your bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live or if I upload a video. Okay, let's get to number one first. The first thing is, let's define what a content calendar is. Okay, a content calendar is nothing more than a place where you organize whatever content you have going out. This could be videos, this could be blog posts, this could be anything you want, and it's a shareable thing. It's something that you can share with a team so other people can contribute to it. Now I'll tell you, when you do your content calendar, you want to make sure everybody on your team knows about it. If it's just you, it's not a problem, but if you have other people on the team that will be contributing to this, make sure they all know about it. They know how to locate it, they know how to download it, they know how to contribute to it. Get everybody involved in the very beginning. Next, you want to have a clear-cut view of what you're trying to accomplish, an overall view of how much content you're going to put out for the next 6 months or a year, what the type of content is, and who's responsible for what. Next, if you're going to have milestones in there, when certain things need to get accomplished, make sure you put that in there. Also put important dates in there. If you have content that's going to be scheduled around Christmas or certain holidays, or Thanksgiving or whatever it may be, make sure that's put into your calendar too, so everybody's aware of it way in advance. This will help you also spot content gaps. In other words, time when you don't have content scheduled, you'll be able to fill that in and make sure you have the content when you need it and everybody's aware in advance. Also add clear-cut timelines to your content calendar. That way everything's ready to actually be published when it's supposed to be published. I think a lot of companies will put these content calendars out and they don't have dates of completion. They just have whatever content's going to be there, whatever videos, whatever blog post or whatever. You want to make sure have dates of completion. If you don't have dates of completion, you'll find a lot of people will put it by the wayside, and a lot of people I'm talking about is actually you. If you don't set dates for yourself, okay, even if it's just you that's using this content calendar, you're going to find that you're going to put it aside also. Now at this point, I want to add a real crucial element: consistency. Consistency is so very important. Consistency is really important in every aspect of your life, but especially in this content calendar. You need to consistently be doing something, and that's going to breed this motivation to continue. I think this is very true if you're exercising. Okay, if you consistently exercise, if you work out 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever you do, even if you don't do everything you should do, even if you don't do what you think you could do, if you consistently do it, you'll stick with it, and then the long term you'll get results. But if you have big gaps in your content, if you don't post anything for months, or if you don't post anything for even weeks, it's going to kind of fall by the wayside. Same thing with your exercise program. If you don't show up to the gym for 3 weeks or 3 months, it's going to kind of make your exercise program fall by the wayside. And another thing is, when you don't have this consistency in your content calendar, it also tells your audience you're not consistent and not very professional. Now I'll provide you with that content calendar at the end of this video. I'll give you a link where you can download it. However, there are 4 key components to making it successful. Having the downloadable sample is great, but you've got to follow these 4 rules. So let's check them out right now. The first rule, now this doesn't matter if you're planning your content every 4 weeks or every 4 months or once a year or whatever. It still matters that you check it every single day. Check it every single day. This is so very important to your consistency, is that you get in there and see what's going on every single day. Next up is make changes as needed. A content calendar is really it's a living, breathing thing. It's not going to stay the same. You may find that your blog posts are doing really well and that the videos aren't doing as well, and maybe you want to double down on the blog post, or maybe you find that the videos are doing better than the blog post, which I would bet they are, because videos are really the coming thing. But you can make changes in there. You can say, well, I'm going to do 3 videos a week and 3 blog posts, but the videos are just killing it, and maybe you want to do only 2 blog posts and 5 videos a week. So understand, you've got to make changes as necessary. It's a living, breathing thing. Number 3 is there's no exact way to put your content on the calendar. You can make changes in there. I'm going to give you a sample one that you can download and use. However, there's not one way to do it. If you want to change columns in there, if you want to change the way the dates and times and all these things are, you can certainly do that, and understand that that doesn't destroy the content calendar. That actually makes it stronger. And number 4, which is super important, is create a content repository. In other words, every time you think of an idea for a video or a blog post or product promotion or whatever it may be, put it in this repository. What's going to happen is you're going to build and build and build this repository. However, you're not always going to be able to do everything that's in there. You're not always going to be able to accomplish everything that's in there, but it gives you a bunch of resources to pull from. You want to constantly add to this so you have more and more and more ideas. And what happens is ideas beget more ideas. So when you start thinking about ideas and putting them in there, you're going to say, oh, that reminds me, there's this other thing I wanted to do, and you're going to start putting that in there. This is also a place to go when your creativity may not be as good. You can go in there, you can look through this repository and get some ideas out of it and come up with more content. Okay, let's talk about some of the steps you can take to plan this content. Number 1 is use some of the assets you already have. You know, maybe you've already got some videos, maybe you've already got some blog posts, maybe you could turn those blog posts into videos or videos into blog posts. There's a lot you can do with the content you already have, so start with what is already there and get that into your content calendar. The next thing I'm going to tell you is think about content shows. Now, what is a content show? A content show is a form of content that you're going to present to your audience. The first type of content show may be binge-worthy content. So for example, maybe I do a video on a trip I've taken to Bangkok, which I did a video on that, but it was a series of different videos that followed me day by day through this trip to Bangkok, and people could watch it and binge on this. They could watch the first video, the second video, the third video. Think of content in that form. What type of binge-worthy content are you going to create? The next type of show you want to have is one-time shows. Okay, so maybe it's a special thing that you've done about a new product that came out. Maybe it's about a new service that you're now providing, so that would be considered a one-time show. And then the last one of these 3 would be regularly scheduled programming. What is regularly scheduled program? Well, maybe every Friday you do some type of Q&A about how to survive in the woods because you're doing a survival channel, or every Friday you do breakfast recipes because you're doing a recipe channel. But it's something that people can come to rely on, and they know what it's about and they know what to expect. And then the last step to all this is plan, schedule, promote, and publish. Get it all out there, guys. Get it in front of people. Figure out where your people are. Are they in your Facebook group? Are they on your YouTube channel? Do they come to your website? Are there certain other websites they go to? Are they on Twitter? Or are they on Instagram? There's so many places that people hang out now, and you've got to kind of figure out where your audience is. And if you don't do that, they're never going to see your content. So all this planning and all this content stuff doesn't matter if you don't know who your audience is. Maybe it's just your email list, and that's a great place to start. If you have an email list, send it out to your email list. Let them know that you have this content. Let them know what form of content you're going to be doing and when you're going to be doing it and what they can be expecting. And another thing this does is that makes you stick to what you say you're going to do, because you told people what you're going to do. So I think that's a great way to really force yourself to do stuff, is to tell everybody around you what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Because if you don't, they're all going to be pointing a finger at you. And that's also the number 1 reason why people don't tell other people, is because they don't want somebody pointing the finger at them. But every now and then you need that. Every now and then you need that kick in the butt. So what do you do to kick yourself in the butt? Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you do to stay on track. Let me know what you're planning on doing. If you put in that comment below what you're planning on doing and when you're planning on doing it, I'm going to respond to you and I'm going to check on you and I'm going to see if you're doing it, because I know if I check on you and you tell me you're going to do something, you'll probably do it and you'll probably get results. And that's the goal of this channel, is to start, run, and grow online businesses and to help you out. I really appreciate you watching this video. I thank you so much for doing that. Like I say, put your comments below, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and don't forget all bell notifications, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live. I really thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.